Aunt Mary lives, who gave him his first guitar and with whom he did his first recordings.
The first recording that he did, it was on like a great big old board. I had this great big PV 7-channel mixer, you know, and eventually I ended up selling it to him. I sold him the old PV mixer that I had because he wanted it for his band that he was getting into, and gosh, I'm not even sure exactly when that was. But,
and what kind of music did he like then?
Punk.
Once he got over the Monkees.
Yeah, right. You want to hear some of that stuff?
The Monkees what?
Oh yeah, when he sang, he used to sing a lot of Beatles stuff. You know?
That'd be great.
And there's some, I think I can get it on here.
Hey, Monkey! Hey, Mama!
How old is he?
He's probably about 2, something like that. I'll do it by myself, he said. He's a pretty loud little guy. See, he was the center of attention.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go!
Here we go. Early Nirvana.
Mary also played Kurt's very first tracks that she had helped him record as a teenager.
Yeah, he was like 15 years old when he did this stuff, and he was banging on his suitcase because I asked him, I said, well, or I told him, I said, Kurt, you're totally welcome to use my computer drummer that I have down here. And he says, oh, yuck, I don't want to use a computer. He says, I want to keep my music pure. So he wouldn't let me, or he wouldn't take my offer.
Did he record it on that machine too?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Cool.
So we can hear a little bit of it here. Do you want?
Sure, no, just play it.
Just play it.
Yeah.
Courtney Love has threatened legal action, so I removed the song. Instead, this song is by Kurt's best friend Dylan Mary.
Did you feel that Kurt was quite unstable then?
Yes, I did. I do feel that Kurt was an unstable person before he ever got into the music business. And when he was here recording in this room, in this very room, when he was 17 years old, he and his friend, the drummer that he brought along, took off for lunch or something, and I kind of sneaked in here and I was looking at his lyrics. And there was a song that was in amongst his lyrics that he never did record on that particular tape that I remember. But it was called Seaside Suicide. And I remember that it left me with the impression that he had possibly tried suicide before. So
really?
I cannot even remember the words or anything, but I do remember that impression that it left with me, and I was kind of like, whoa, you know.
Seaside Suicide.
Yeah. So anyway, I just don't believe in the conspiracy theory that, you know, that he was murdered. I don't believe in it. Yeah, his suicide note, from what I understand, was written to his imaginary childhood friend named Bada. Bada. That was his little imaginary friend that he had, and we used to do these recordings in my bedroom at home. My brother had a tape deck, and he brought it over, and it had this thing called Sound on Sound, and it had this reverb unit in it, and he'd go, Bada, and it would go, Bada, 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 you know, in reverb.
What Bada? He did it. What Bada? He did it again. What Bada? He did it again. What Bada? He did that again.
Because all this stuff on this earth isn't all that great. There's a lot of great things. I watched the Academy Awards last night, and, you know, it's so full of glamour and all that stuff, but it's so phony. I could have never seen Kurt sitting at something like that. It's just too phony. And maybe that was what really, what he was really feeling in his life too, is that it's so phony. It's not real. That's not truth. It's all put up there. It's a big, like a, I can't even think of the word, a mirage.